So there's been a lot of news and development about what's going to be going on with the iPhone 14 mini. Now, personally, I think the 13 mini was a very solid phone. This is the 12 mini I have right here, and I really kind of wish Apple did a better job with the original 12 mini. But then with the 13 mini, I think they knocked it out of the park. They did a tremendous job, and I'm really happy with the way they approached that device. But now with the iPhone 14 mini, it's almost like every single day I hop into Google, and if you just type in iPhone 14 mini, there are lots of new articles being written all the time about this specific device, and all of them, even this one from Mac Rumors yesterday, all of them are pretty much stating that the 14 mini is pretty much not going to be happening, which I totally understand. But I don't think this is going to be the way that, most people are probably thinking. So with the iPhone 12 mini, this came out in 2020, and overall it was an okay phone. I think people like that smaller size, but because the battery life on this thing wasn't that great, and maybe the size maybe was a little bit too small for some people, they ended up going for the iPhone 12, especially because this price tag of this phone was a little bit too high in my opinion. But then comes the 13 mini. That phone ended up fixing a lot of different things. Now this is the 13, but the 13 series in general fixed a lot of issues I had with pretty much all my other iPhones. I mean, the battery life was better, performance was a little bit better, cameras were better, but ultimately it was just a way better phone for the, if you're already going to spend that much money, you may as well have a better phone. But the other thing is now with the 14 mini going out, and that leads us into a very interesting spot because basically we're going to have an iPhone at a missing price tag slot. So that $699 price tag that the 13 mini was just being sold for is no longer going to be there. We're now going to be selling the iPhone 14 for $799 for the base model, which is pretty high. I mean, I don't really like that price tag at all, but it's going to happen regardless. But what is going to happen to the mini bodies? What is going to happen to these, smaller sized iPhones that Apple made? Are they just going to go away and never be made ever again? Well, I don't think that's what's going to happen. Personally, if I had to guess, I think what's going to end up happening is Apple is probably going to end up recycling these bodies probably in the next 2 or 3 years after the 13 mini kind of dies out. I think Apple's probably going to recycle these mini bodies into their iPhone SE lineup. And I think that is probably what Apple's going to end up doing. Year over year, or maybe like every 4 or 5 years, they're going to go ahead and see which iPhones, they're testing that don't sell well. Things like the iPhone, like the iPhone mini series for the most part. They're going to go ahead and take these bodies that were cheaper to make because they're smaller. They don't, require the same, sort of, price tag to make as something like an iPhone 13. They can go ahead and recycle these body parts and pretty much make another iPhone from them, such as the iPhone SE 4 or the iPhone SE 5 in the future. So personally, I'm pretty sure that's what Apple's going to end up doing. They're going to cut the mini lineup. It's going to take 2 years for like the next 13 mini to go down in price, then it to, kind of go down in price once more. And then I think we're going to be in a spot where probably the iPhone SE 4, iPhone SE 5 will come in a body similar to the iPhone mini series. So that's kind of my thought. 14 mini is not probably going to be here, but then the iPhone SE 4 or iPhone SE 5 is probably going to take its spot. If you have any other thoughts or questions, please let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.